Hello, dear students. In today's class, I start the next topic for you, that is strings. Till today, we studied about the arrays in detail. We studied what is an array, as well as we discussed one-dimensional array, as well as two-dimensional array. We looked at many programming examples on 1D and 2D also. We learned lab programs also. This topic is very simple one. What is today's topic? Strings. Definitely you find one question on strings in main examination. This topic is already taught by me to you many times. Just I revise the topic for you, as well as I teach you some more new topics related to strings also. First of all, we need to know what is string or strings. Any word you take, for example here and, with, special, and array, John, and the book name, and the city name, all words, all the English words are called strings. Even the sentence is also called as a string for a computer system. In generic, I am explaining to you what is string. String is a word or a sentence for a computer machine or computer system. Then what is string? You can see here John, sequence of characters. Sequence of characters enclosed in double quotation mark. String can be defined as a sequence of characters enclosed in double quotes. This sequence of characters will be treated by a computer system as a single data. It will be treated as a single data element by a machine. And by default in computer's memory, all the strings ends with special character called null value. Automatically, machine takes, once the character of arrays completes, means characters completes, it takes automatically null value. It helps the programmers to identify whether the string is completed or not while developing programs also. This one I explain you shortly. No need to worry about that one. Null value helps us a lot to identify whether the string is completed or not while developing programs by using strings. Strings can be stored within character array only. That means in order to store a word or a sentence, we use character arrays. Character arrays are also called as string variables. String variables means character array. Character array means string variables. That one you need to know. Yes. Look at the examples. Now I would like to store the name John in computer's memory. Char name of 25 equals to John. J will be stored within name of 0. Name of 1 will have O, next H, next N. Remaining all memories will have the null value. It helps us to identify whether the string is completed or not. I show you shortly in the next class. I would like to store my USN number, university number, 2BL19CS001. Then how many memories we need minimum? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 characters we have here. 11 we need minimum. 1 is for null value. But I have taken maximum 25. Here the name is character array or string variable. Where the 2 will be stored? USN of 0. USN of 1 will have B. Like this all the characters will be stored. 10th onwards null value will be there. I would like to store the Vijaypur. Then I go for city of 25 equals to Vijaypur. V will be stored in city of 0. City of 1 will have the second character, and so on. This is what all about what is string, as well as some examples for defining string variables and assigning the value. In exam we get a question like this. What is a string? If you answer like this, you get 1 or 2 marks with some examples. But question continues. What is string? How do you declare? How do you initialize? What is the question? How do you declare? How do you initialize? Explain with syntax and example. Already you know what is called, what do you mean by declaration? Declaration means allocating the memory. Just we have allocated the memory. We have not stored any value. That is called declaration. Look at the examples. I would like to store first name, middle name and last name of a person. For F name of 25, M name of 25, L name of 25. Of the type char. These three are 3 string variables or 3 character arrays. I would like to store book name, book underscore name of 100 author underscore name of 50. You can use underscore to join two words as a single word, or you can type this identifier continuously also. I'd like to store employee name, employee city name, employee designation. Employee designation means professor, assistant professor, manager, center manager, assistant, like that. Char name of 50, city of 50, designation of 50. I'd like to store student name and university number. Char name of 50, USN of 50. All these are called declaration of string variables. The string variables means character arrays, must be defined in the declaration part of main function. As you know already, every C program has one main function and it has two parts. One is declaration part, one more is executable part. In declaration part we define the variables. In executable part we use. In the declaration part, to define string variables we use the syntax. What is the syntax? Char is data type. Char is compulsory. Fname is a string variable, then size. What is the syntax for defining string variable? Char is must everywhere, string variable is must everywhere, then size you only decide. Who are you? Programmer. Where char is data type, string variable is valid identifier. That means you need to follow the rules to define identifiers. Size means maximum number of characters can be stored in computer's memory including null value. This is what we call declaration of string variables. Next is initialization. Initialization means assigning the value. The process of assigning string constants to a string variable is called its initialization. As you know already, there are two types of initialization. One is compile time, one more is run time. Already you know. What do you mean by compile time? If you know the values to be stored, that is what we call compile time initialization. If you do not know values, we read from user, that is what we call run time. First I give you the examples for compile time. I would like to store Jasmine. Char name of 25 goes to Jasmine. Jasmine will be stored. Char name of 25. I would like to assign Jasmine. Don't write like this. Char name 25 separate, then name equals to Jasmine in double quote. It is invalid. Machine will not accept it. You can't assign the strings to a string variable by using assignment operator. It is wrong. This is invalid. Then how to assign it? If you write in a single line, it takes no problem, but you can't write separately like this. Machine will not understand. For that purpose we use strcpy. Strcpy is the built-in function available in string.h. It copies Jasmine string constant within string variable. Jasmine will be assigned to name. This is valid. Instead of writing like this, we write like this in C language. I hope you have understood. Then which syntax we followed? Char is must, string variable is must, then size is must, afterwards in double quote string constant. Or if you are separately defining string variables, then you have to use string copy function. For in where you want to copy, which one you want to copy. This is what the syntax. If we know the values, then we go for compile time. Next one is run time. Run time means we do not know the values. We use input functions like scanf you can use, no problem, to read strings, or you can use getS also. Scanf is formatted input function. It helps you to read all type of values. You can read integer, you can read float, you can read character, you can read signed value, unsigned value, long integers, all. But getS helps you to read only string. But you can use both to read strings. Look at the first example. Char name of 25. This is a character array of string variable. Enter your name. Whatever the name you enter, that will be stored in name. I am using here getS. Instead of using getS, you can use scanf also. You can use getS to read a string, or you can use scanf to read a string. If you are using scanf to read a string, ampersand is optional. You may use or you may not. Most of the programmers will not use it. Better I request you to don't use it. Scanf percentages name. Whatever the name we enter, that will be stored. But there is a difference between using getS and scanf. Scanf reads a sentence. getS reads a sentence. Means including white space it reads till we press enter key. getS reads a sentence till we press enter key. But scanf, what happens, do you know? It reads only one word. It reads only one string or one word till it gets one white space. That is what the difference between getters and scanf while reading strings. Means getters reads a string till we press enter key, whereas scanf reads a string till white space found. Whereas getters reads a sentence till we press enter key. Scanf reads a single word till white space found. This is what the major difference between using getters and scanf. I hope you understood. In the next class I clear you this once again with example. That means in this class I taught you what is string, we looked at examples, we studied the declaration of string variables with syntax and examples, we discussed initialization of string variables with syntax. In examination you may get this question. Which question do you know? What is string? Discuss its declaration and initialization with syntax and examples. Now you are ready to answer this question. If you answer what is string, 1 marks. Declaration, syntax and explanation, 3. Initialization, explanation, syntax and examples, 3. Totally they may ask you for 7 marks. Now easily you can score 7 marks in examination. In the next class I teach you reading and writing strings. Once again I repeat scanf and printf, getters and putters in related to strings. I continue with the next topics. Thank you. Have a nice day. If you have any doubts, please ask.